What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So recently I did an unboxing and setup of this Campark trail camera. Now I got it on sale on Amazon for $38. It's now back up to the regular price. It was $54 today, but it's still a great deal for this quality of camera. So specifically to this camera here is the T45A. Now they've had a T45 model in past years, but they're calling this the 2021 upgrade. So let's go over some of the features. It's got a 20 megapixel camera. It'll shoot up to 4K light, is what they call it on the video, or 1080p or 720p. Now you can adjust that, so it goes from 20 megapixels to 16 megapixels. You can keep going down to 12 megapixels. Now the reason that you would drop down the megapixels is mainly for storage on your memory cards. 20 megapixel photos are going to take up more storage, but if you have a big enough card, it's really not going to make a difference. It also has a 0.3 second trigger speed. It'll operate, it shows from negative 20 degrees Celsius to 60 degrees Celsius, and it says it will run for 6 months on standby. Now that's if you're not running the camera. If it's just out there, it's not taking pictures. Some of the other features, it's got the 2.4 inch LCD display, which is going to be in here. It's got a 20 meter range for that IR lens, which is up here. It's got a 120 degree detecting range, and that are from these 3 sensors here in the front. This is your camera lens here. So one of the nicer things about this camera is the 3 sensors in the front. I feel like it's getting a much wider angle on the sensing. So if something's coming from the side, especially when you're going to get a video, it's going to trigger that video. So by the time that deer comes up to the front of the camera, your video is not starting when it passes that. Your video already started because it hit one of these side sensors. So it's a really nice feature that these sensors are angled out, as opposed to having one sensor in the middle where you may miss something because it doesn't actually get that motion and start that video until it's too late because the deer's already coming by. You might just get a blur. So if it starts here, the video is already rolling. So by the time it makes it past the camera, you already have it. The ease of use, it's pretty easy, pretty simple, pretty straightforward. It does take a micro SD card. So if you don't have a micro SD card, make sure you get a micro SD card. Depending on the card reader that you use, it may require you to go out and get an adapter. It's just a little thing that looks like a memory card, but you slide the micro SD card in there. You can slide it into your computer or your card reader. So once you put the micro SD down here, over it on, and you'll get this display screen here. All right. So it's pretty self-explanatory once you get it going. In the unboxing video and the setup, I walk you through how to set the date, the time, all that kind of stuff, what's all going to come in this box. It comes with a few accessories to get you started. Now, for this T45A, my understanding is that one of the new features for 2021 is that it will run on just 4 batteries instead of 8. I don't know how useful that really is. I was just testing out to see if it would run, and it does run on 4. Most of my other cameras, if you don't have the full 8 in there, it's not going to run. But let's take a look at a couple of the pictures. I did set it out there for a few days. It's a pretty limited sample size, but so far I'm pretty happy with what I saw. So let's take a look at just a nighttime video of this raccoon walking through. Obviously that's not the target species, but gives you an idea of what kind of quality you're going to get out of that video. Now when I set it to take video and pictures, it'll take a picture and then it takes a 5-second video. Now default, when I did that, it dropped the picture quality down to 16 megapixels, but you can manually go in and bump that back up to 20. So these are actually done in 16 megapixels and I believe the 720p, but you can go back in and manually set that to 1080p and 20 megapixels. So next, let's take a look at a daytime photo of this doe. Now this doe is in direct sunlight, so that's like a full exposure there. The camera is in the shade, the doe is in full sunlight. So even with the contrast there, it's still a pretty clear picture. Pretty impressive there. Let's take a look at that same one. So this is what it's going to look like if you had set the picture and video. That's the picture it takes, and then this is the video that goes along with that picture. So like I said, that's pretty good video quality. Now, default, it takes a 5-second video. You can also change that to get longer videos. Like I said, I put it out there with the default settings just for a couple days, just to get a little sample size, so I can do this video and actually see how it's working. Here's another video. So this is gonna be a velvet buck. But that's a very clear video, and that's only set at 720p. Like I said, it's got the 1080p and it's also got 4K light. I haven't tried the 4K light yet. So overall, I mean, when I got on sale for $38, this camera is performing as well as any other camera that I have for more than triple the price. I mean, I have $150 cameras that have less features than this camera does. But like I said, it is back to its normal price now, which I think was $54 today. I'll put all the links down in the description for what you need to get started. I'll have this link down here, the micro SD, the adapter. But as far as quality goes, so far it's been great. I don't know what the long-term durability is, but I have had a lot of comments on Instagram and a lot of comments on that last video of people who have the older models, and they've loved it. Great experiences, very durable. So as far as this 2021 goes, this is their newest model, the T45A, and it's been great for me so far. The quality is very impressive, especially at that price point. I don't think you're gonna find another camera out there, especially not on Amazon, that's gonna give you the same quality and the same amount of features at that price point. So I would definitely recommend the Campark T45A, what they're calling the 2021 upgrade, off Amazon.